John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Hello, everyone. This is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, over here at the Al-Kubelan village on Hopper between Van Dyke and Baldwin. The address is 7701 Hopper, Detroit, Michigan, 48213. Where we believe in it, we each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. And people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about business, going into business, how to build a business. You can do just about anything in doing business. How to buy, sell, swap, trade, barter, as well as collaborating with one another. Most important is your word, having a good name and a good word. Say what you mean and mean what you say. When you tell someone that you're going to do something, make sure that you are able to do what you say that you're going to do. Don't just tell people whatever they want to hear, what you think they want to hear, or whatever you need to say to get by, to get to the next point that you're trying to get to. Your word is a commitment, and it's very important that you keep your word. Like I say, when you tell someone that, as well, it's something like building credit. In building credit, you have to make those payments. And the more I began to deal with credit and buy and sell, I learned more and more about it. I learned more about credit debt to her ratio, which means when you're buying, if you have a credit limit, a lot of time when they say credit limit, most of us think that that means we can use it to the limit. You can if that's what you want to do, but that really don't help your credit. That credit debt to her ratio based upon it, it means if you have a limit of $1,000, and if you want to stay in good standard, try to use it, not misuse it. Use it to the point where you use at least a third of it in cycles. And when you use that third, be able to pay it back within a short period of time, and try not to ever go over that third unless it is absolutely necessary. What I mean by that, like I said, if you have $1,000 worth of credit, that's your limit, and you spend $300 or $325, $330 before if you can help it, try not to go over that. And as you make your payments and you bring it down and then you use it, you bring it down and you use it, to within reasons, it helps to build your credit, because as long as you stay in that range of using a third of the money that you have a limit of, it builds your points. The minute you go over $330, $340, $350, it begins to, if you got a good credit score already, once you get into the 350 range and 400 range, and you can't, as you making your payments and bringing it back down, if you never get it back under that third, it kind of works against you in a sense. If you hover around the 350 and $400 range, your credit scores won't go up based upon credit debt to ratio. And I had to learn that the hard way, because I thought because I had $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000, I could actually use that much, and just as long as I was paying the bill. And sometimes, your credit limit or the max or minimum that you have to pay, it may say something like $30. It may say something like $50. And if you over your credit debt ratio, even though you're making the $50 payments that they are requiring, it doesn't help your credit. You have to get it under that 30 and maintain it under that 30, because if not, it becomes a point where the credit bureau looks at it as if you're living on it instead of using it. And you want to be able to use stuff, not misuse it. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. And then I wanted to also mention, I was listening to some of my foreparents, and I was just listening to how they did things back in the day when they was coming up, and how we had entrepreneurs in the family way before, that we become storefronts and doing business as we do today. We had farm owners that sharecroppers, and when they wasn't doing the stuff for their home, and their own personal, they was also taking part of their crop that they were raising and selling it, because people in barter as well, because in some cases people didn't have money. So what they did is they bartered. What I mean by barter, let's say for instance, family raised it, their crop was greens and peas and corn and what have you, and someone else's crop was perhaps watermelons and perhaps greens and other different vegetables, tomatoes and strawberries and different things like that. So if they didn't have money, what they would do is barter. So they would swap and trade. They would give you what they had for what you had, because they didn't have the money. And then for the ones that had money, what they would do is, after they made sure that everything was taken care of at their home, they done did all their picking and getting their stuff together, canning it and making preserves and putting up stuff. Then they begin, with the overflow that they had, they began to sell stuff to some of the people, to other families that had money. So that helped them with their little finances, which their overhead wasn't a whole lot, because at that particular time, from what I understand, that they didn't have running water, they didn't have electricity. So their expense wasn't a whole lot, and they lived a nice, happy, pleasant, modest lifestyle. And they enjoyed themselves. They enjoyed their family. Everybody loved on one another. And my father would always tell me, he said, John, there's always a way that you can make some money. And just from looking and listening to what they was doing at that particular time, he said, even if you just sold peanuts, he said, you can walk up and down the streets today now and find cans and what have you. It's not pleasant. It's not something that one would want to do. But there's always a way that you can make an honest living. There's always somebody that needs something done. But most important as well, like I said again, your word. When I used to hear people say, you're from good stock, I really didn't know what that meant. But then as I got older, I realized that the name Beverly meant a whole lot. And then I began to realize and begin to tell people, no matter what your name is, you don't have to be a Beverly. You could be a Bond. You could be a Washington. You could be a Williams. You could be a Reed. But as long as that name, and what makes that name is the person and the people behind the name. That name, when they say, when a Beverly says something, or when a Washington says something, when a Williams says something, you can bank on it. And that's the way it's supposed to be. When someone tells you that they're going to do something, you shouldn't even have to worry about it. You should just count it as done. Because why? Because they said it. What you mean because they said it? Because when they say it, their word is their bond. They mean what they say, and they say what they mean. So I often tell people, make sure that you become a person that when whatever you say, be able to do what you say, be able to commit to what you're saying, be a man of your word, a woman of your word. So when they say, Miss Washington said this, Miss Williams said that, Mr. Beverly said this, Mr. Cofield, Mr. Reader said that, you shouldn't have to worry about it because it's what they said. And you know because they said it. And why? Because they said it, not just because they said it, because they have proven themselves to be a person of their word. And you want to be that person. When somebody look at you, you don't have to worry. You don't have to wonder. You know, it's a bad feeling. Think about when you go to the doctor. You go to the doctor with a cold or whatever. You go with the expectations that he's going to diagnose you and prescribe a prescription to you that's going to take care of whatever your problem and your issue might be. You don't want to expect him to go there with a cold and he prescribe you, tell you, and he prescribe you with a prescription with you. But I'm also watching you to see what you do. Are you going to be a man of your word? Are you going to be a woman of your word? That's very important. And as well, I would like to also just speak a little bit. This is January the 24th. It's a new year. And I've already wished everyone a happy, pleasant new year, a prosperous one, a healthy one. But I also want to encourage you to reach out. Each one, teach one. Like I often say, in these times, following the tragic days of COVID, you know, a lot of people dealing with anxiety, oppression, and depression. A lot of people are grieving from losing their loved ones. Take a few moments of your day and as well as pray for others, kind of reach out a little bit. Pick up your phone and call someone and let them know that you're thinking about them. And let them know that someone here and you are that someone. Just to let them know that they're not going through things alone, that they're not by themselves. Like I say, show a little love, an act of kindness. I stopped in the donut shop this morning and I bought a cup of coffee and a couple of donuts. And I tipped a young lady and she smiled and thanked me. And as I was turned around, there was always a gentleman behind me with his money in his hand. And he spoke and I spoke back. And I asked him how was he doing, and he asked me as well. And then I asked him, I turned around and I told the young lady I had a $5 bill left, and I gave it to her. And I said, put this towards whatever he's getting me. And he insisted that I didn't do it. And I asked him, would you please allow me to just show an act of kindness? And he smiled and he thanked me and he accepted that. So even if you don't do something like that, there are many ways to show an act of kindness. Hopefully today I'd say it's something to encourage someone. And that would give you a little more faith that you can encourage someone else. Once again, this is John Beverly, the businessman with a conscience, over here at the Milan Village, where each one reach one, each one teach one. One brick, one building, one block at a time. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And how do they know that? By the things that you do. Thank you and have a great day.
John Beverly, the Candyman, the businessman with a conscience, on LICMC.net radio every Saturday at 3 p.m. Village presents Youth Field Trip events, Fridays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., ages 5 to 17. $10 per person, minimum 10, max 15. Saturdays and Sundays 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. $200, minimum 10, max 15. Includes a Kubelan special, hot dogs, chips, and punch. Al-Kubelan Village's activities and amenities: air hockey, pool table games, video games, foosball, karaoke, movies, TV, cafe. Located at 7701 Harbor Avenue in Detroit, Michigan, 48213. For more information or to schedule, call 313-921-1616, 313-921-1616. Credit cards, checks, cash apps, and Zelle accepted. It's our pleasure to serve you. Culinary pleasure. Have your next social event here at Al-Kubelan Village. Recreation, Entrepreneur Cafe. Culinary pleasure. Recreation, education, culture. For more information, call 313-921-1616. 313-921-1616. CBiz and me.
818-7290. That's 248-818-7290. Or email mildredmarion56@gmail.com. Sugar-free options available and catering in select areas. That's Millie's Munchies.
Hey, this is Tony David Moore, and now I'm a part of the LDWC Enterprise and LICMC.net Radio Media Mogul team, working with Irene, London, and crew, moving forward together. Are you a youth between the ages of 9 and 17 years of age? If so, then come join the Drama Club for Youth. Get 5 free acting classes online via Zoom. Then become a part of the act in our virtual drama stories featured in social media and on local cable TV. Be a part of creating dramatic stories, participating in an annual stage play, and more. Again, if you are a youth between the age of 9 and 17 years old, joining us with parental guardian consent. For more details and to register for joining the Drama Club for Youth, call 248-701-0885. Again, that's 248-701-0885. Presented by London D Trade in Richmond under the Christian Youth Production Ministry, a State of Michigan organization. Hi, this is Tony David Moore. Do you need to get the word out? Well, you found the way right here at LDWC Enterprise, your media mogul place for community, business ministry, entertainment, and more. Share your message, inspiration, talents, gifts, visions globally and locally, simultaneously. Here's Irene. Irene?
Hi, that's me. Live on our 24-hour live stream radio station, LICMC.net, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and more. In addition, broadcast on Comcast Xfinity TV locally. Join brand affiliates Global Networking in connection with Biz Hype, where you can share your products, services, events, and more.
Production, editing, broadcasting, we do that too. Need voiceovers? That's one of my specialties.
That's right. Tony David Moore has the voice and skills.
Oh, thank you.
You could choose what you want. Just give us a call at 248-701-0885.
That's 248-701-0885. We are the team moving forward together. LDWC Enterprise and LICMC.net Radio Media Mogul Team.
Join the ADI's Actor Club. Come act with us. Sitcom, Class A, Trichet, Persnippete, Smarte, Vanity, plus Lexi. Stay tuned. I'll get it done.
This is Lexi from Powder Puff Sitcom. I have the info for everything you need, especially business. I like the best.
I get the best. Why? Because I am the best.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the man for the girls. They need me to hold it down. I'm handy and I know what I do. This is Benny. Wish you all the best for the 2023. Yeah, it's me.
Perspective is here. And that is me. Look, I like everything right, tight, and together.
Gold in my jewelry. And I am the definition of class.
Hello, this is Trashay of the Powder Puff Sitcom. I want to introduce to you one of my friends that is now a part of the Powder Puff Sitcoms. Introducing to you Miss Holly Hood, the girl that's got it all and knows how to do it. We work together real well. All of us here at Powder Puff Sitcom. Please keep watching. Welcome, Miss Holly Hood.
Hood, how you doing?
I'm good, Miss Trachay.
Well, listen, I'm so glad that you decided to be a part of the Powder Puffs because you know what? You, Holly Hood, Miss Holly Hood, you are the queen. And you know what? You've got fabulous coats and you have so much style. You are Miss Holly Hood, but you are so Hollywood.
Yes, I'm Miss Holly Hood. I'm glad I'm a part of Powder Puff. Plus, I can show how to get a look of great expense and style without breaking the bank. Yes, I can.
What? Say what? You know, we are all going to just love that you are showing us how the high fashion looks and that we have it, we're going to have it going on, you know what, without breaking the bank. We're going to learn that from you, Miss Holly Hood.
That's right. I'm fine, fine as wine, always looking like a million and not even spin. Yes, I know what to do and how to do it, and I am Miss Hollywood, the only one. I fit right in with the powder puffs. I'm glad that y'all are my friends and welcoming me in.
I'm glad too, Miss Hollywood. Look, plus, I already know that you are a great fit for the powder puffs. You know what? You are welcome in again. I just cannot wait to tell the other powder puffs about you, Miss Hollywood. Guess what? And I got to tell Benny about you too. Miss Hollywood. Miss Hollywood, you are part of the powder puffs. My friend, Miss Hollywood, that look like Miss Hollywood. We are the powder puffs, Miss Hollywood. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
That's right. Strut it, girl. I told you. Look at the fur purse.
See my fur, match my hat and my fur collar.
Wow.
That blends in.
That's what I'm calling Miss Hollywood. Looking like Hollywood. Thank you, Miss Hollywood.
Thank you. Okay, bye now.
Bye.
I get the best. Why? Because I am the best. Well, enough about me. Wait a minute. Oh, as I was saying, enough about me. Wishing you all from me and the Powder Puff sitcom. Happy holiday, a super 2023. Like I said, like I said, I am vanity, and don't you forget that. Don't worry, because I'm not gonna let you forget vanity.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the man for the girls. They need me to hold it down. I'm handy and I know what I do. This is Benny. Wish you all the best for the 2023. Yeah, it's me.
Perspective is here. And that is me. Look, I like everything right, tight, and together. No matter what is going on. Either way, things will be fine. They don't know it, but I have a lot to say. I have lots of faith. I wish for you all blessed holidays and happy 2023. I'm persnickety.
Classy, not sassy. I love diamonds, gold, and my jewelry. And I am the definition of class. I expect everyone in my circle to be beautiful, smart, wealthy, and all that. You know, don't you? From me, the Powder Puff sitcom, wishing you a blessed, prosperous 2023. Mwah.
Hey, this is Tony David Moore, and now I'm a part of the LDWC Enterprise and LICMC.net Radio Media Mogul team, working with Irene, London, and crew, moving forward together.